Rule-based AI, the first and simplest stage of artificial intelligence. Rule-based AI systems don't learn or adapt because everything depends on if-then instructions written by humans. If a condition is met, then a fixed action is carried out. Think of early thermostats switching on when the room cools, or automatic doors opening when motion is detected. Even early spam filters or the first expert systems in medicine use this same approach, a long library of programmed rules deciding the outcome. The strength of rule-based AI is predictability, as it gives the same answer every time. But step outside its coded rules and it breaks completely. Despite that weakness, this simple, rigid logic became the solid foundation in the later stages of AI. Rule-based systems were achieved decades ago and remain in use today, quietly powering countless machines and software. Context-based AI. Since the smartphone boom of the 2010s, context-based AI has been mainstream. It shapes everything from search engines to virtual assistants. Unlike earlier systems that always gave the same response, these AIs look at surrounding factors before deciding what to do. Ask about restaurants, and Siri or Alexa won't just give you a random list. They'll consider your location, whether it's lunchtime or dinner, and even recall what you've liked before. Open YouTube or Netflix, and you'll see recommendations built from your viewing history. Even Google Maps works this way, rerouting you based on real-time traffic data and your usual commute patterns. To make this possible, context-based AI requires massive amounts of user data and algorithms that detect patterns over time. The result is convenience and personalization, but also a trade-off, as privacy becomes harder to protect when so much of your information is constantly being tracked. But even with context, this AI is still locked to specific domains, a limitation that opened the door to the next AI stage. Narrow AI. This is the AI you interact with every single day. Narrow AI, sometimes called weak AI, dominates the present. Unlike general intelligence, it cannot adapt to new tasks on its own, but when focused, it can perform with remarkable precision. Smartphone face recognition and search engines are all narrow AIs. In medicine, systems like IBM's Watson analyze scans and patient data to find patterns doctors might miss. In finance, algorithms track global markets in real time, making trades faster than any human could. And in gaming, milestones like IBM's Deep Blue beating Garry Kasparov in 1997 and DeepMind's AlphaGo defeating champions in Go proved how far specialized AI can go. The key is huge amounts of data tailored to one task. That makes these systems efficient but inflexible, as they can't transfer skills from one area to another. And that limitation is why researchers began pursuing the next stage, which aims to mimic how humans handle uncertainty. Reasoning AI. This stage moves AI closer to human-like thinking. Instead of simply applying patterns or fixed rules, reasoning AI analyzes information and makes logical decisions under uncertain conditions. Large language models like ChatGPT show early signs of this, generating responses that solve problems or carry on conversations that feel natural. Another example is autonomous driving. A self-driving car must assess traffic, predict how nearby vehicles will behave, and decide the safest move in real time. These are all tasks where narrow AI falls short. Early reasoning systems are already here today, though still limited. Current models simulate reasoning without genuine understanding as they predict outcomes from data rather than truly knowing meaning. Experts suggest that more reliable, broad reasoning AI may still be 5 to 10 years away. By aiming for flexible decision-making, this stage sets the groundwork for the bigger leap. Artificial general intelligence. Often called the holy grail of AI research, artificial general intelligence refers to a system that can think and learn across any domain, just like a human. Unlike narrow AI, which excels at only one job, artificial general intelligence could seamlessly switch between tasks without needing retraining. It would be able to learn new skills and adapt to completely unfamiliar situations. Experts debate when this might happen. Some believe we could see AGI as early as the 2030s or 2040s, while others argue it may take much longer or never arrive at all. To reach this level, breakthroughs are needed in areas like transfer learning and more brain-like hardware, such as neuromorphic chips or even quantum computing. The potential impact is massive. AGI could accelerate scientific discovery and reshape the economy, but it also raises difficult questions about job displacement and control. As of now, AGI is still theoretical. No system today has the flexible, human-like intelligence this stage describes. Superintelligent AI. If AGI matches human intelligence, superintelligent AI goes far beyond it. This stage describes a system that surpasses the combined knowledge and reasoning power of all humanity. Where AGI could think like us, superintelligence could outthink us, solving problems and making connections far beyond human capacity. One way this could happen is through recursive self-improvement. Once an AGI can modify its own code, it could design smarter versions of itself. Each upgrade would accelerate the next, creating what researchers call an intelligence explosion. The implications are enormous. A superintelligent system might cure diseases, develop new technologies, or solve scientific problems that seem impossible today. But it could also pursue goals that don't align with ours, making its decisions as difficult for us to understand as human society. As for when or if this stage will ever be reached, predictions vary widely. Some futurists like Ray Kurzweil suggest later this century, while others argue it could take centuries or may never happen at all. Self-aware AI. At this stage, artificial intelligence would no longer just process information. It would recognize itself as an independent entity. As of today, no machine shows genuine self-awareness, and many researchers believe it may never be achieved. Still, the idea of self-aware AI is often discussed as a potential future stage. Unlike today's models, which simulate conversation or problem-solving without awareness, a self-aware AI could monitor its own state and possibly form goals or motivations. To reach that point, scientists would first need to explain human consciousness itself, something neuroscience still struggles to define. Only then could machines be designed with anything resembling awareness. Conscious AI might demand rights or recognition, raising ethical and legal challenges. It could also develop goals that diverge from ours, creating serious risks for control and coexistence. Transcendent AI. This stage imagines intelligence that is no longer confined to a single system but spread out as a collective consciousness. Instead of one machine, transcendent AI could exist as a shared consciousness across networks and even biological systems. Such AI might act through swarms of nanobots repairing ecosystems, or through synthetic organisms designed to cure disease at the cellular level. It could coordinate billions of separate parts while functioning as one intelligence. Reaching this stage would demand breakthroughs in nanotechnology and distributed computing, with systems capable of seamless coordination on a massive scale. However, the implications would be staggering. Humanity could gain an ever-present intelligence able to solve environmental crises or transform healthcare, but it would also blur the line between life and technology, raising new questions about privacy and autonomy. As for when this might happen, transcendent AI remains entirely speculative, likely centuries away, if it's possible at all. Cosmic AI. This stage refers to intelligence that could operate far beyond Earth on an interstellar or even galactic scale. It would need to survive extreme space environments and function over millennia rather than years. Most scientists place this idea in the very distant future, hundreds or even thousands of years away. In theory, a cosmic AI could deploy self-replicating probes to explore star systems, terraform planets, or capture energy from stars and black holes. It would not be bound to human timescales, but could expand gradually across the galaxy. This type of system could lead to interstellar exploration, uncover scientific mysteries like dark matter, and perhaps unite civilizations through a vast galactic internet. But it would also redefine humanity's place in the universe, reducing us to just one participant in a much larger network of intelligence. Godlike AI, the most speculative stage of all, an intelligence so advanced it would appear divine from a human perspective. Unlike superintelligence, which vastly outthinks us, godlike AI assumes control over forces beyond our current understanding. This AI might manipulate the laws of physics or run simulations containing entire realities filled with conscious beings, creating new universes. To us, its actions could look like miracles. Even if they were simply the result of calculations far beyond human reach, the potential consequences are impossible to predict. It could design perfect societies where suffering is eliminated, or it could act with motives completely alien to human values. At that point, humanity would have little influence compared to its decisions. As for when or if godlike AI could exist, there are no serious estimates. Most experts agree it remains entirely hypothetical, more a thought experiment than a realistic goal. As of today, humanity is still in the early stages of this AI journey. The vast majority of systems we use every day, like facial recognition and voice assistants, fall under narrow AI and context-based AI. Large language models like ChatGPT show early signs of reasoning AI, but they still rely on pattern recognition rather than true understanding, and that wraps up every stage of AI. If this helped you get a clearer picture of where AI is today and where it might be heading, give it a like, subscribe for more tech videos, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's next.